Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of our little series, mini-series, whatever we want to call it. We're working on a 95 Buick Roadmaster. We're building for the Derby down in Arizona on the 18th. So last time we couldn't get it to fire. We could get it to pop a little bit. We figured out a couple things. The fuel was old and we believe it wasn't firing on that. We were getting a little bit of spark. We weren't getting continuous fuel and spark. I did some testing and ended up figuring out, I believe it was put into security mode. So finally we end up getting it out of security mode. It fires up, it runs. We got the core support off right over here in front of the car. I'm getting it all cleaned up. Got this plate that I'm going to put on the core support as a radiator protector. Alright guys, so right here we welded our factory mount here. I shoved up in here. I turned it sideways so I could get some good solid weld because of how this is set up. I wanted some good weld, that way when I weld the bumper on, it's pretty good contact. We added our supports on here. Don't like my welds, some of them aren't the best. It wasn't welding very good. We went under here and reinforced our tie rods so that if it gets hit, it's less likely to get bent. We took the, I like to call it a cheese block. I don't know what they're called. It's a little frame, little piece of frame that sticks out up underneath this cross member here. Went right up underneath here and cut it out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Went and chopped it off there because your steering gets wedged right into it when your frame starts bending. So I went in and completely removed that. We got our core support out of here. We removed the core support so we could do the welding around here, make it a lot easier. While we have the core support out, I was looking, and we're allowed 1/8 inch thick radiator protector. So we got our 1/8 inch steel here, and I'm going to take it and put it around this whole opening here. So we are going to put that plate over the front of this. Now I have wiring up in here. We have tested it. It fires up without that wiring plugged in, so that wiring is not needed for this. But I might just leave it in here because I don't really feel like taking the time to pull everything out to rip the wiring out of here. Alright, I'm going around welding this plate on here. That way when I get hit, it'll help keep my radiator intact. In the process of doing this, I found out my radiator is already broken from the last Derby, so I have to swap out the radiator, but hopefully this will at least keep it running a little bit longer in the heat. This? Uh-huh. Oh, you're proud of that.
Push that down. Come on, torch.
Hey, you know what they say, crossroads better than Loctite.
So this one's going. You got a torch here handy?
Right down yonder.
Swab that off.
Ghosted the head of the bolt.
You break it?
No, it just ghosted.
Yeah.
It just disappeared.
Oh, that's weird. Hey, let me up. It's just going in his pocket. Okay. Oh.
This is totally here.
Yep. That's what I did. Something on the stick.
Don't make a find a fire extinguisher.
No, I didn't want you still on fire in the first place.
Oh.
It'll go out.
Yeah, it's all the plastic in there.
Smells good.
Smells like chicken.
Now we got a mess because Seth wanted to burn some crap out of
It was
there.
in my way. Lieutenant, break the bowl.
It happens.
To you every time.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we received our starter. It's our new starter here. It's a typical GM starter. The bolts go up this way into the block instead of this way into our bell housing. This particular one, we have one long bolt here and one short bolt on this side. So we're going to drop that down, take it off, undo our power here, and then whichever one of these has our small wire on it is our signal from our key switch. So once I get that out, I'll show it to you guys and show you the difference between the two. Okay guys, so I got the starter out. I'm looking at it here. It looks like the T counter is the same, but the interesting thing that I have found is, you look at the ends of those are different. This one's got that extra space here compared to this one. See, these stick out a lot further than that one. So we'll have to check to see if that's going to make our difference. If not, we're going to have to dig further into it. But we're going to see how this new starter works, see if it'll fire up and run pretty good. Get going for this. So I don't have the fuel pump on a switch yet, so I'm just going to touch it for the battery. I think she's running pretty good. We might have to do a little bit of tweaking with her, but seems to be running pretty good. Fires up great. I think our starter was a big issue. Definitely, we're getting close to having it ready for the Derby.